Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Carlos Zambrano, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
For San Diego.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, look at Banks. It's there. He got him.
Batting second, the third baseman, Ken Kaminsky.
Now to the plate, Ken Kaminsky. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey into the bleachers and gone. Ken Kaminsky has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Batting third.
To the plate now, Dave Whitfield. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Sosa is there. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Red Ball.
Digging in, Greg Vaughn, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Adrian Gonzalez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. Gonzalez is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. He takes the turn and heads for second. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
At the plate, Benito Santiago, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gonzalez at second with 2 down. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Padres lead it 2-0. Clay Kirby is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Now at the plate, Ryan Sandberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Hit in the air to center field. Reynolds is right there, one down.
Batting second, the left fielder, Billy Williams.
Into the box now, Billy Williams. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
That evens it up 1-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. Good pitch there on the inside, Black called the strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
2 balls and a strike now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
In now, Ernie Banks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 276 the average coming in for him. 11 home runs and 19 driven in. Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Well, and that's 3 straight hits now, and he's threatening to give that early lead right back to him here in inning number 1. Standing in now, Derek Lee, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
A 1-0 delivery. Swing and oh my, hit him with the hind. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to left center, home run number 5 on the year, and they will jump ahead here. It's now 4-2.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
Coming to the plate now, Aramis Ramirez. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't go exactly according to plan. Two aces on the mound. We thought they were going to throw up donuts all game. Both teams are able to score. Let's see which one settles down quicker.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Pitch on the way.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Well, he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So now to the plate, Andy Costo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 4-2 Chicago. At the plate, Kevin Reynolds. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Mark Loretta.
Now in the box, Mark Loretta. He comes in hitting in the 370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat.
Yeah, he's been swinging it pretty well over the last 10 games or so. Well over 300, and he's someone to watch in this one here.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Grounded to short. And quickly there are 2 away. Striding in, play Kirby. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Wilkins has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Rick Wilkins.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The pitch. Hard hit to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Carlos Zambrano.
Digging in, Carlos Zambrano. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Ryan Sandberg. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Sandberg.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
One ball, one strike.
1-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. Stepping into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll start things out here with his guys down a pair as we begin the third. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. Tatis, just 21 years of age. He's a second-year big leaguer. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball two. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Fouled off into the seats behind first. A payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in to try it again, Ken Kaminsky. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's it.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. Casto has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dave Whitfield.
Striding into the box, Dave Whitfield. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Still down by a count of 4-2. Stepping into the box, Billy Williams. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here it comes. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 21.
The next Cub up, Sammy Sosa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1 to the count.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Whitfield is there. 2 down.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ernie Banks. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
0-1.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Standing in, Derek Lee.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lee, a California-born ball player. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the fourth. And digging in is the outfielder, Greg Vaughn.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Up next to the Padres.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Adrian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's it.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, Benito Santiago, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Santiago is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 2-0 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Fouled off. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
At the plate now, Kevin Reynolds, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the stretch.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Casto retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Aramis Ramirez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Heading out towards shallow right. Whitfield has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now at the plate, Andy Pasto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2-0 count. Here it comes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the center fielder. That's in the basket, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 6th home run on the season for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Stepping in now, Rick Wilkins. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Rounded slowly to the left side. And there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Carlos Zambrano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 5-2 Chicago.
Leading off from San Diego, the second baseman, Mark Loretta.
First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. Loretta, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a 9-year major league vet. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Settling in now, Clay Kirby. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
2 runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. He's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And here's one that misses to the Friars shortstop. It's a ball and a strike. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
In now, Ken Kaminsky. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Kaminsky is sitting on exactly 100 career home runs.
And that's a nice round number right there. 100 homers in the big leagues. There's not too many guys that have ever put on a uniform that have gotten to 3 digits.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Thought it was ball 4, but it's in there. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another full count pitch home. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Padres leave 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Ready once again, Ryan Sandberg. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
The second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2 is low and outside for a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Whitfield is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Williams. First offering on its way.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Fastball well outside.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not close.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Andrew Kashner, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Andrew Kashner.
Sammy Sosa will be his first assignment out of the bullpen, as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. This one's down to third. And that is through into left field, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Now batter, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
At the plate, Ernie Banks, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Kashner, or just Cash for short, he's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Down the first baseline, and this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball, and now it'll kick around in the corner, and the second run will score as they stretch things even further, now 7-2.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here. He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Standing in now, Derek Lee, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He's set, and the payoff pitch, and he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Into the box, Aramis Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Dave Whitfield.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
1-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now back.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Greg Vaughn. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, look at Banks. Hey now.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Gonzalez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the 1-1 pitch.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Casto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Andy Casto.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Count remains 2-2. The pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Standing in, Rick Wilkins. First pitch of the at-bat. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pitch on the way.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Santiago. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Mark Grace will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Mark Grace.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Cashner sets his sights. Here comes the pitch. Two is a changeup that misses 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on top 7-2. Rick Russell is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Rick Russell.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in the long ball threat, Benito Santiago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Striding in once again, Kevin Reynolds, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And it's fouled away. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Up high, 2-1 now. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Mark Loretta. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 out, nobody on. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. To the plate now, Ryan Sandberg. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Soft grounder left side. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting.
Ready now, Billy Williams. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Whitfield is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
No right fielder, number 21.
Stepping up now, Sammy Sosa. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Cashner gets the sign, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Cubs are down in order. They're on top 7-2. Tony Gwynn is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
19, Tony Gwynn.
Hit back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Fastball just missed above the zone. A runner at first with no outs here. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Stepping in now, Ken Kaminsky. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Whitfield.
Carlos Marmol comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Carlos Marmol.
Dave Whitfield will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch.
Outside, that's good.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Sosa is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Into the box now, Greg Vaughn. First offering on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 7-4 contest.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Roll, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Pulled toward right center field. Casto is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So coming to the plate, Benito Santiago. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball and a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Cubbies are in front, 7-4. Drew Pomeranz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 13, Drew Pomeranz.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ernie Banks trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-0. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
So in now for Chicago, Derek Lee. He's set and the pitch. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The batter, the third baseman, Aramis.
Now at the plate, Aramis Ramirez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
First and second here with nobody out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 1-2. Popped him up. Tatis has a play. One down. Now batting, Andy Castro.
The center fielder, Andy Castro.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First and second now. One man out. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Bruce Hurst takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Hack Wilson will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Fouled away. Still only 1 out in the inning. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate, Ryan Sandberg, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Fastball is in there.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 down, runners at first and second. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Kyle Hendricks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 28, Kyle Hendricks.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to bat will be the outfielder Kevin Reynolds. First pitch on its way. Hendricks is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff, He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Loretta. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we see some action in the Cubs bullpen as Kerry Wood starts to limber up out there. Bases are empty, one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. George Hendrick will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
George Hendrick.
A ball and no strikes. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. There's a fastball that misses. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Circle change there, and he's got to get that up a bit. It's 3-0. Now here's the pitch.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Fernando Tatis Jr. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here's the first pitch to him. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. 2 out with the man at first. 2-0 now.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Zambrano earns the win, his second. Clay Kirby struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.